Are you ready? How ready you are? Is it the right time to be ready? Or should you wait some more time to be ready? Now you might be thinking why I'm talking like this. But if you rewind it a bit, you would sense and realize this, that often we think and we work like this, that there is a time defined to be ready. And we say that, oh, I'm not ready right now. I would need these things to be ready. I need to be more confident to be ready. I need to be more calm, composed to be ready. Now, here I'm not talking about getting dressed up and ready. I'm talking about being ready for the moment and the future versions of ourselves. The versions which we all imagine, think about, and want to be. Better routine, better work style, better tools, better timings, better everything. But you know what? Ready never seems to arrive on time. Yeah. It confuses us that I'll come only when the right time comes. But the reality is, the most meaningful things in our lives, it starts in a state of action. You cannot you cannot stand in one place and tell yourself that I will only walk when I'm ready. You will put a step forward, and then the other, then another, and you will do the action, and you will walk. And in those tiny moments of discomfort, if at all you have, or even the confidence you have, you will tell yourself, oh, I was ready already. And this happens because we have always been sold this idea that, clarity comes before action, confidence comes before starting, and readiness is the most important requirement. You should not do anything if you're not ready. But according to a research that was published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, action often precedes motivation. It is not the other way around. So, if I can put that simply, you do not start because you feel ready. You feel ready because you have started. You have finally taken the first step. Right? Think about it. And you would nod your head in yes, I know. Because we all have been doing this, or we all are still there. We feel this way. And then you will realize that how many ideas you had or you had thought of have quietly expired inside you because you were preparing for it. I'm not saying preparation is bad, but there is a difference between preparing and over preparing, right? How many screenshots, links, folders, voice notes, notebooks, um, something written in any language is sitting in your phone, your laptop, your diaries, behind your notebooks, in those small post-its, and are unfinished. Why? Not because uh, you do not know what to do. It is because we are waiting for the right time. We are waiting for the right time to read them, to understand them well, to decode them well, you know. And that, my friend, is not helping us at all. And just like every food has an expiry date, this also gets pushed, lost, embed, deleted, uninstalled from our mind. And from being important, they turn into non existent. There was a global survey that was done by LinkedIn, and which showed that nearly 60% or so of professionals, they delay starting their passion projects just because they have that fear of not being good enough. Again, it's not lack of skill, lack of knowledge, lack of anything else, but it's just that convincing, which we all need to convince ourselves before we look outside for validation and for confirmation that yes, I'm good enough, I can do this, it is logical, it makes sense to me, it is practical to do. And that is just sitting somewhere hidden or deleted from our memories. Honestly speaking, I have been there, I have done that, and even now sometimes it happens with me. When I started writing, just looking for that opening line, I would not write till I have the hook line ready, the opening line ready. And I can share you here that I remember I was working with an edtech company, and I had been given a topic to write, and I was being told that you can search for the details here and there, and this is what you have to write. I was like, okay, fine, I'll write about it. And how I used to think was, till the time I do not have a opening line, how would I put everything together? This I'm talking about 4 years back, when I had just started writing. And before I could even sense this, I had actually pushed back all the thought I had regarding that topic aside, and I was just concerned about the opening line. Nothing else. I'm not ready. I don't know what to write. I don't think this is the right time. This is coming to me. It will take some time to come to me. All sort of thoughts. It was circling in my head. Till I reached out to my then mentor, and I told her that, I need to discuss something. She said, yeah, please. I said, see, this is a topic. This is what I have researched about it. And I feel that this blog should be written about, it should cover these points. She said, great. So, what's stopping you? And I told her this, that I can't find a good opening line or an opening para for it. And here's something she shared. That whatever is there in your head right now regarding the topic, write it down. Without checking the grammar, without stopping for once without correcting the spelling. Nothing doing. Just write down everything. And I did that. And honestly, why I'm talking about readiness today is because that day I felt ready because I started. And that is one concern, one problem which we all come across. That readiness, we wait for it, but it will never come at first. Commitment, conviction, that comes first. And readiness always follows it. It is never the other way around. If you remember, we all have read about Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi in our history books and story books as well. How did she step into the leadership role? She was young, she was aware that where she belongs, what is her responsibility. But she had her share of doubts. She was not trained per se for ruling. But do we remember her for saying or demonstrating that, oh, I was not ready? We remember her for the way she took charge, the way she fought, fearless. Now tell me, how can somebody be ready for this? Or is there a particular time to be ready for this? Her actions shaped her identity. And that is why we all tell, right? खूब लड़ी मर्दानी, वो तो झांसी वाली रानी थी. Think about it. If you are feeling stuck, that I don't know whether I'm ready or not, I might be, then write down these three things, couple of things which I'm sharing here. Take a piece of paper, write in big capital letters, START, START. Leave 2-3 lines, between the alphabets and write down that. Now come to S, the first alphabet. Whatever is your bigger idea, which you are waiting to be ready for, try to bring it to the smallest part. What is the smallest part of that bigger idea? Write it down. It can be a thought, it can be an idea, it can be anything. Just write it down. Come to T. Think about people around you. It can be family, friends, acquaintances, peers, colleagues, professionals, anyone. Write someone as your accountability partner. Tell that person that you are my accountability partner and you are responsible to remind me of these things. Now, when you do this, don't say that, oh, I'm making myself dependent on somebody. No. You are trusting someone with your bigger idea. And with that belief that they will help you to be in action and not sit at the edge and keep thinking that, am I ready? Am I not ready? Am I ready? Am I not ready? Okay. Then come to A. If it is your writing, if it is some creating something from scratch, if it is a product idea, write down, create, draw, develop, whatever you are using the mode. Do it without thinking about perfection. We all know procrastination exists, but why? Because we all run behind that perfection from the very beginning. Perfection happens with progress. Perfection never comes in day one. So do that. Bring your ideas in paper, into existence. R. Once you have noted, written, drawn, combined thoughts, let it be there for some time. Do not go instantly to reflect whether it was right, whether it is wrong, whether these steps which I'm going to take for so and so thing is going to be right. No, just sit with that thought. Let it be. And then reflect upon it. And see what needs to be redone or done differently. And last is T. Trust yourself with the consistency you have brought into your life. Because consistency is something that develops momentum. And once that momentum is developed, you get clarity of what you want to do, how to start, where to start, you know. So if you want to start something, start from here. Try this exercise. Now let's take one example. There was a movie that had came, English Wenglish. My favorite, Devi, she was the actress. Her character name was Sashi. Yeah, Sashi. What she was trying to do? She was, in a way, perfect wife, mother, daughter-in-law, right? She was an entrepreneur also. But when she decided to learn English, what were her feelings? At the beginning, she was hesitant whether she should even call the center and ask for the English classes. Then she makes a call. Then she figured out the fees. Still very hesitant. Still feeling awkward. Sometimes feeling lost at what she's doing. Sometimes uncomfortable. Sometimes not able to understand what this particular word means in English. But besides everything, she worked on it consistently, as shown in the movie. And what did that do? It brought growth to her. It was not about being fearless, which is often sold to us. It was about being okay to move with whatever feelings we have and slowly and steadily work upon each and everything. That is readiness. Here is, a very interesting thing which I got to know, because this is something which, whatever I share are a part of, my own experiences. So I read about this, that a lot of psychologists, they call this whole phenomena as the Zeigarnik effect, which is like basically our brains, they feel more motivated after we begin a task, not before. And if you repeat this sentence in your mind, that our brains feel more motivated after we begin a task and not before that, it will make sense to us, right? That yeah, that is true. Because when we are waiting with all the thoughts in our mind, and we are draining our brain. The energy is lost in waiting, but the energy is used, and energy is also generated when you start creating something. So let me share this, that do not wait for the right time to be ready and start something. When I started writing, it happened because I felt like writing. It did not give a second thought. I remember it was Mother's Day, and I read something on the newspaper, and there were a couple of thoughts that was running in my mind, and I wrote a poem in Hindi, and I posted it on my Facebook account. I did not even thought about whether this is apt for the reader, or is it well polished, well contained, and does it have a beginning, middle, and nothing. I just read it once, twice, thrice after writing. Does it make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Let me just put it. And I did not put it for anything in hidden agenda. It was just like, oh, I have written something, let me share it with my circle. That's it. And by that evening, I took that poem and put it out in a guest blogging platform. And that's how my writing journey started. So, was I ready for it? Or I felt confident and felt ready to be a writer because I wrote every single day for that 1 year. And in that 1 year, I realized that yes, I have this skill which I need to work upon. I need to do something about it. And that's how it became a profession, from that one poem. Someday I'll share that poem too. So, what is that one thing you have been postponing now? And think that, oh, I don't know whether I can do it, or I don't know, will it get validated by people? Just write it down somewhere. Give it a name. Give it the care, warmth, everything it needs, because it needs to start. It should not be sitting somewhere. So, if this episode has nudged you to move forward, made it a little easier for you to work upon your ideas, subscribe to the Creative Compass podcast on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you listen. Every Friday, we'll take one small step together without waiting for the perfect timing. Because in life, things begin even before we feel ready about it. And that's how beautiful our life is.